Alright, and welcome to our next section, V in the alphabet, the VISE drill. And I have to admit, this is not an original idea. I was on YouTube one day and I saw this thing called a title that said foot drill. So there's this guy, and what he's done is he's taken like what would be a handhold and the base, like the pressure hand brace and the base, and what he did is he was holding them between his ankles, between his feet, and he was applying pressure that way with his feet, with his ankles, and he had the spindle in between, and then he had toggles, and he was going up and down like this and making it spin between his feet. And I go, wow, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty creative. And but he didn't have a coal, so he has 2 videos on that. And I go, well, I wonder. I didn't see a coal, but I bet that could work. I bet I could make that work. But what I really wanted to do was, I thought that if I can make it work, I wanted to also make it so that my kids could possibly do it. Because it looked like something that would be easy if I could stabilize it well enough. So my solution to that is the what I call the VISE drill. So he originally called it a foot drill. That's the title on there on the YouTube, and I'll have those addresses on there for you. Okay. And so here's what I came up with. I have a board, all right, which the feet go here, all right. Now this one side here, which is hinged, all right, is the pressure lever brace, and this side is also hinged, but it's the base. Okay. Now we'll get a close up on this, but how this will work is you have a south-facing notch, since this is horizontal. And what I have here is epoxy here is half a bamboo tube, which I'll show you in a sec, which holds a pile of coal extender to catch the coal as it comes out the south notch, so all the dust doesn't just fall everywhere. So this shelf is pretty necessary. And I have it mortised and tenoned, a square hole in there to receive the usual reloading base reloads, because this is a reloading base and that'll fit in there. Alright. And what we would do is, since they're hinged, we could apply pressure inward with your feet, your ankles, and that would keep it stable so that it won't move all over the place. And I wanted to create this so that my kids could do it as well. I see that later another person was trying the foot drill, and there's another video in there on the YouTube, and he actually got it going with a south-facing notch. So it does work in practice, even without all this stuff. But this one is designed for my children. So I'm basically taking an idea that someone else did come up with, and I've made it for children to be able to use as well, and to super stabilize it so that actually anybody could do it. All right. So hats off to this guy for his creativity, and with these guys for being able to pull it off. And so I'm going to bring the camera around. I'm going to close in up on everything, show you everything that I have here, all the devices, how I kind of threw it together, and I'm going to get everything prepared, mate everything, and then my kids are going to get some calls with this thing. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I figured while I'm showing you how this got thrown together, I might as well just show you all the features that came with the creation of this. So, and giving proper credit to this guy who on the YouTube video calls it the foot drill. Respectfully, I'm renaming it the VISE drill. And the reason why I gave it that name is because in looking at it, at least this section here, it reminds me of a benchtop vise, okay, or a tabletop vise. So that's just to kind of separate it from the fact that it's just a foot drill, because it has other parts to it, other functions, I should say, to do other kinds of methods. So how this goes is this is a 8-inch wide board, pine board, which is obviously 8 inches. It's an inch and a half tall. So, but if you were to buy it at a hardware store, it's 8 by 2. And I made it 2 feet long, so 24 inches. Okay. And really, we're just talking about this part here right now. Now, the idea was that I had seen this foot drill on the YouTube video, and I had already done the lathe drill. So my idea was, oh, well, it would be easier to stabilize it with the hinges and make this work. And probably put in a south notch, just like this other guy did on this other video. So here I have some 2x4s, pine 2x4s, which are hinged in. These are, I believe, 4-inch. These are 4-inch hinges. Each one of them has 4 screws in to hold it in place. And the brace has a very large socket hole, because what happens is this starts on an angle like this, leaning back, and then as the pressure goes in, starts to go forward. So the socket hole has to be able to keep the axis line without cutting into the spindle, which has happened to me in the past when I use copper caps. So all I did was just widen this one out. The base here was mortised and tendon chiseled out, and it was a pretty choppy job. And it fits my standard 1.5 base reloads, just like that. It's wedged in there pretty good. Here we put in a south notch. Now what I added here was a shelf of bamboo. At one point I tried a seashell, but then I realized the seashell was too high, because what it was doing was interfering with the spinning of the hose clamp. So I had to knock the seashell out, and I decided to put in bamboo because I like bamboo anyway. And I lowered the shelf. Okay, so now it has a good clearance of that hose clamp for spinning. The shelf is to hold in sawdust or coal extender, and it has to be pretty high. I only have a little bit in here. But you basically have to fill this whole thing up so that it goes all the way up to this notch to catch it, to kind of support the coal that's being created. Otherwise, it's all just going to fall out, and it's never going to collect, and an ember is never going to form correctly inside the dust pile. So there has to be a lot of support. All right. The nails create the pressure, as you've seen previously in the Phyre drill, or the better known as the guitar drill, right? Now, the rubber band nails are actually for the kids, so that they can get this going, and they don't have to worry about applying pressure with their feet and their ankles. So this is going to apply pressure this way. There. Alright. And the toggle goes around this way. Here I have the toggle. And what we're going to do is we're going to quickly wind this up. Just for show. Now, when I'm doing this, I don't use the rubber bands. Okay. I hold it together with my feet and my ankles. So the kids not being able to have that kind of motor skill, I just I put the rubber bands on so that they can apply pressure. Now, just because this is on the tabletop and I'm doing this for show, I'm going to anchor this down. But I'm going to do this on the floor for you in a second. So let's quick clamp that down, and we take the toggles and we work that back and forth just like that. And this is the kids version. I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay? Just by using my feet and my ankles. Now, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the other variations of this. I have a lower nail here, which goes down here on each side, and that clears a space. Okay, when it's up here, the space is taken. So when I lower it, that clears a space this way. And what that's for is when you try and use it as a bow lathe. Okay, let me back up here a little bit. So let's string this real quick. And this will fit in here. Oh, and the other thing too is sometimes I don't want the base to move. So what I have is two holes here on each side which receive some bolts. And that keeps the base from moving. Okay. So I can load this in here, and then this will become like a bow lathe. And then it'll turn this way. So the kids can also do this. And that clears the space. Because if there was rubber bands here, that would interfere with the bow, as you can see. Alright, so having lowered that, I've made space for the bow. And then finally, we have a Jacob's drill version, which is this 2.5 foot long lath. Okay, it has a bungee cord screwed into the end. All right, and that replaces the spring pole, because I can't bring a spring pole everywhere I go when I do demonstrations. It takes up a lot of room. I mean, carrying around Alexa's drill to demonstrations is a lot to begin with. So what we do is we wrap this up. I'm going to wrap it this way. And this is Jacob's drill's version. Let's put that in. That's one too many. And just for demonstration purposes, we're going to put rubber bands back on, and they go up top. So, and as you can see, the bungee cord operates like that. Alright, so those are all the methods. I'm going to show you each one in turn right now. First I'm going to do mine, the stabilization of the foot drill as the VISE drill. And then I'm going to have the kids do the other variations. Alright? Alright. I think that's it. Alright, we'll be right back. So before we get started, I'm going to show you there's nothing in the notch except for the sawdust. Okay. As a south-facing notch. Alright. I'm going to back up the camera up top. One second here. And I'm going to show you the whole form as best I can. Now I'm not using the rubber bands for pressure, like I said. Oops. So I take, so I can see what I'm doing. Take the toggle, set, and we wrap it around again. Okay. So that wraps around several times, and you have to kind of get it to a point where it's a good standing height. Go inside. Go inside. My wife is calling my daughter.
Mom.
Close the door.
Hey.
Life in the Lao residence. Alright. Now what I try to do mostly is keep this straight up and down, the base. So I lock my foot in and keep pushing in. Now I have to push in with the brace part. Keep that nice and steady. Okay. So I'm locking the base, pushing in on the brace. By the way, this is Yucca spindle reload on my usual pine base reload. That should have it. Let's have a look. So we carefully remove the brace. Yep, we definitely have it. I gotta keep it breathing. Alright, let's take that off. And let's get in on that. And there it is. Now you couldn't see before, but the sawdust captures and holds the coal dust in there very well. And then you remove carefully the base reload, and the coal should come out with it. And there we go. Alright, so the kids are going to show you the other variations in just a sec, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Jake here is going to demonstrate the VISE drill. with the toggle cord. So the first thing we're going to do, as you can see, I'm going to fill the shelf with sawdust for him to catch the coal. Now I'm going to put that down gently. I'm going to put the camera back on the stand. And just give me a second to get this set up. Now, here's how this goes. By the way, the reloading spindle is rattan spindle with yucca spindle reload. So, take our toggle cord and we wrap that around for him, right? Again, remember what I said during pump drill. If you're having kids do it, you're responsible for balancing everything out for them to get it to work. Okay, I mean, you're teaching them, but it's ultimately your responsibility. So we fit the reload in there, and again, I'm not going to have him have to worry about vicing this together with his feet or his ankles. So I'm taking the bolts, like I said, they're going to fit in the holes, and that's going to keep, that's going to keep the base from moving. Fix the sawdust there. The base is going to stay secure in one place. So now the spindle goes in, and Jake's going to stand here and here. Okay, watch your head. Now Jake is on the table just because it's easier to see. You're going to step here and here. Here and here.
Okay.
Go ahead. All the way. Step on it. Alright. Now we're gonna.
Ow.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Stand up.
Okay.
Now we're gonna apply our pressure. One rubber band. Two rubber bands. Okay. Okay, stand up.
Okay.
Alright, ready? Put your feet in. Okay. Alright. Now I'm gonna keep it together. Keep it in one place. Faster. Jake, in one place. One place,
okay.
Here. Okay, go. It's just a little teaching experience. He's knocking down all that sawdust.
What?
Okay. Keep going. Okay, move your foot out of here. Okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
You gotta spin it. You know what? Hold on a second. Stop. I'm gonna apply some more pressure. So put on one more rubber band. One more rubber band. I'll put on some more rubber bands.
What is the
Okay.
pressure supposed to do?
That applies friction. That makes friction. Okay. Okay, go.
Sorry.
Keep it in the center. That's it. Keep it. All right. Take it easy. Don't freak out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
It's getting tighter.
Yeah, that's the idea. Go. Go, go. All right, you know what? Let's have a look. You don't do anything. Because I see smoke. I think maybe you got it. I think we went long enough.
Did I make it?
Yeah. Okay, very good.
Huh? I did?
Yep. All right, watch your foot. Take your foot off.
I broke a sweat.
Okay, I'm going to take off one bolt. Take out the other bolt. You can see it's smoking pretty good. Okay, blow on it.
Did I hurt you?
Yeah.
So I thought I was
Yeah.
okay.
Keep blow on it. Alright, Jake. Good job.
I'm sweating.
But you did it, right?
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Hey, Pop.
Alright, so I'm going to change this setup real quick. And I'm going to have Jake do real quick the bow lathe version of the VISE drill. Alright? Be right back. Alright, so we're going to set up now for the bow lathe version. So now we're doing this on a table. So I'm going to clamp that down for Jake. Here real quick. So that this doesn't move. Okay, so that's done. So we put the toggles aside, and the Yucca spindle reload is getting a little short. So we have to be very careful. Alright. Now, first, when we're doing it this way, we apply the pressure first. So let's put the bolts in, keep things steady. And let's put the bands on. Oops. Actually, the bands go below, so it goes from high on the brace to low on the base. That's almost a rhyme. Missing there we go. Fell down. Okay. So now we put the spindle to the bow. And we put that in there, like that. And then Jake is going to work this back and forth. Okay? Hold on a sec. Again, I filled the notch with sawdust. But of course, you have to trust me, there's no coal in there already. Alright? Here we go. Use the whole cord, Jake. The whole bow. Oh. You know what? I need to tighten that up.
Did I do something?
No.
Okay.
I need to tighten that up.
The breeze.
Jake needs a tighter set. So let's see. This should do it. We're going to use the bamboo instead of the rattan bow. This bamboo's a little stiffer. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just straight across. Use the whole bow.
Mm-hmm.
No, straight. Don't let go. Okay, go. That's it. Go for speed. Keep it in the center. Speed.
Oh.
Just go. Just keep going. Just don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Faster. Straight across. Faster. Faster. Faster.
Oh.
Oh,
Close.
see? That's why. You didn't keep it in the center.
Whoops. At least I made a little bit of dust.
Unfortunately, it destroys everything. Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. It's learning. Just try again. Okay. Keep it in the center. Yeah, put that down. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Faster. 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 Jake, faster. Alright, now the yucca is too short. Stop. The yucca is too short now as a reload. So we have to set the whole thing up. Alright. Actually, I spoke too soon and Jake has a cold.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that.
I a lot happens.
Are we gonna edit it?
No. No, I'm just gonna keep going. Alright, blow on it, Jake.
Where are no?
Just inside. Blow inside. There we go. Good job.
Uh,
So, he got in just under the wire there. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to change the reload, and we're going to set up for the Jacob's drill version of the VISE drill.
huh?
Okay, where we use this
The toggle
bungee
drill?
cord. Yeah. Alright? Alright, hold on. Okay, so all that noise you hear is that it's raining pretty loud here in my my sunroom outside. So we'll have to bear with the noise for a second. So here's Alexa. Over here we have a bungee cord which is screwed in to a panel board. Okay, 2 knots in here shorten up the bungee cord a little bit, and the cord is tied in a fisherman's knot to the bungee here. The parts that are sticking out I just kept down with a little duct tape there. That's right, a little kitty. A little kitty saves the day. So I replaced the spindle reload with another yucca one. This one's obviously at least more than twice as long as this one now. And it's wrapped around several times around the, God bless you,
Thank you.
the rattan reloading spindle. And I've mated it together. It's still the same base reload, but it's deep. And so I mated it for Jake, just to get things going. And now Jake is going to grab the toggle, and he's going to redo his Jacob's drill version, but not this spring pole type. This is the bungee type of the Jacob's drill on the VISE drill. All right, so we got nothing in the notch. You can see it's not smoking. It's filled with sawdust, and the shelf is clear of the spinning hose clamp. All right, Jake, go. Okay, nice and steady, but keep it.
Wait, I just...
Yeah, fix your chair. Get the correct distance. Good. Like a rowing machine. All right. So you got a whole bunch of rubber bands on there applying pressure. Let's look at that south notch while he's doing that. Okay, long strokes, Jake. Long. Keep going, keep going.
Maybe we should do like just 2.
You gotta let it recoil, Jake.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright, keep going.
Oh, how do I?
Oh, it's getting stuck. Give it a chance to recoil. Okay.
It's pushing that way, not that way.
It's not really.
He might not have enough back tension with the bungee cord. The base reload that we've been using is pretty deep, so it has a lot of sidewall friction. So we're having a complication of sidewall friction, which is holding it down. Let me take a look at that, and we'll be right back.
Daddy?
Okay. So I put a notch inside this new base reload. Okay, Jake is holding the camera.
Yeah.
So we're going to put it south facing notch. Now we're not really going to mate it. I'm going to have Jake just go for it, really. So let's put all this back in there to catch everything.
You dropped it over there.
Thanks. Okay. Now I'm going to put this back in. Now, this is a new base.
Why do you need rubber bands?
The rubber bands provide pressure.
Oh, I get it.
Pressure provides friction.
Let's just do 4. Oh.
Okay. Alrighty. I need one more turn here. So I'm gonna take that. Ready, Jake?
Yeah.
So this hasn't been properly mated. It has a hole in it, and it's got a notch in it. So let's see how this goes. I have a good feeling about this one. Let's see.
Want me to
Go.
go?
Yes. Yeah. I want you to go and keep going. Don't stop. Keep it nice and get a rhythm going. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. That's it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, don't freak out. Just keep going. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, 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 keep going. Okay, alright, stop. Okay, Jake, you're gonna hold that.
All right. Want me to zoom in?
Just hold it, no. I
Okay.
want you to just hold it still. Because I
I
can't do
think you
both.
overdid it.
Did I make it?
Actually, no.
Oh. I think I need to clear the last one.
But I need a new reload again. Because this one's shortened down a bit. Alright, so we'll be right back. Alright, so
Okay.
I have a new Yucca reload, which we're going to put in here now. Oh. Let me get my hammer.
Hammer.
Now, the one that was in here got destroyed, so I had to tear it out with a screwdriver because I had it in there really tight. But this one we're going to wedge in there just as tight. Okay, so that ain't going anywhere. Tighten that up. And I think we're ready to go.
Oh.
Again. Actually, this has to be mated together. This spindle reload to the base reload. So that has to come together a little bit. Alright, and I think Jake is going to mate it, and do everything all together. So let's get our pressure on again. All right, Jake, ready?
Yeah.
All right, so he has to mate it together. So I'm gonna pull on this for a second.
Oh.
Go ahead. Pull. Good. Okay. Oh, the base broke. Can you see that? The base actually broke in half. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's see if we can actually still make this work. Don't give it slack, Jake. Don't give it slack.
What is slack?
When it. Don't
okay.
let that happen.
Okay.
Don't give it slack.
Okay.
I keep telling you that. Okay.
Don't give it
Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Okay, stop. Let's move your foot.
Hopefully I made it. Heart's beating fast.
Alright, hold on a second. I think we got something. Now the base actually broke in half.
Aw, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's smoking. Let's carefully take that out.
I thought I made it.
And I'm going to take the bolts out. Yep, it's smoking. So we finally got it this time with a whole bunch of complications. Okay, so Jake, you're going to blow on that.
Alright.
Get it to glow.
No.
Other.
There we go. Keep it going. Go, go, go. Good, good. Yeah. Okay, but look at this base. But look at this base.
Broken half.
It's broke.
You broke it open.
Watch this. The base snapped.
How? Oh, was that why?
But we actually got it to work, so Jake, I'm very impressed. You did good.
Yeah.
Even with complications like that. So the trick is really perseverance. You have to just keep
And
going and
courage.
keep going and keep going. Courage, bravery, right? Don't get so frustrated that you stop, because you're going to keep learning. Right? That's right.
You try your
Just
best.
because something
That's
is
right.
hard.
Try your best. Keep going.
Just because something is hard doesn't mean you don't have to try it.
That's right.
You have to try harder.
Very good, guys. I'm very proud of you.
Okay.
All right, so we're finishing up V. That's the VISE drill,
What's V?
and all the some of the variations that go with it. So what's after V?
Let's see. W.
W. W is next. So we're gonna do the wheel drill next, and
It's really smoky.
you're going to be pretty impressed with that, because we're going to introduce a method that really is rumored to work and that I have never seen work, but it actually does work, because I found a guy on the internet that actually can pull it off. And with that, we're going to do a whole bunch of variations from that. All right, and that's the wheel drill. And let's keep going.
Right.
Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.